Back in the early 70s, one of the revolutionary camera designs was the OM1. That was followed by the OM2. OM3 wasn't produced for very long, and then we got this camera. I'm today talking about the OM4. Olympus's OM cameras were well known for being high quality, and the OM1 was manual only. OM2 introduced the automatic aperture, taking the shutter speed from the aperture. And the 3 had spot metering. The 4 has spot metering, and let's have a look at it. Here we are, a very classic design. What I really like from the beginning with the Olympus system is the fact you can, you've got your shutter speed and your aperture both on the collar. So we can alter the shutter speed here, and the aperture is altered here. Right. Let's have a look at some of the basic principles of the camera. We load it here and film in here. We have a cloth shutter through there. It's often a good idea to check the seals of the camera. I've put a new seal in here. I'm just going to slightly zoom out a little bit. Right. Let's look at the instructions. Let's look at the controls. Right. I'm just going to move this. I think I might be getting a bit of... Right. We have over here we have the ISO. This is currently set at 100. It's not DX coded for this camera, so that's one of the later version of the OM4 Ti is DX coded, but this one isn't. We have a choice of either auto or manual. The manual, I can set the aperture according to what I like and the shutter speed, but I do get some metering as well if I want it. So the camera automatically comes on when you bring the lever out. So I'm going to have it on automatic here. I have, these are the lead control here. That is my shutter. I've actually got a control here for up and down, and I've got this nifty spot metering. If I press the spot, it will actually meter on the small spot in the middle. And this camera is also highly sophisticated in that we can adjust that for the shadow here or the highlight here. So the shadow, I think, goes will open 2 stops more, or that will close 2 stops more. And I can clear the memory. If I've set it and then want to clear it, I simply move this here to clear. And I've got memory, I can save it on the other side there. These cameras can be a bit of a mystery how to rewind. The rewind button is not on the bottom, but it's there. So I hope you can see the rewind. So, and unfortunately, this little video setup I'm using isn't very good at showing you the viewfinder, but the viewfinder is quite different on these. I can see it here. I'll take my glasses off because I can actually see inside more easily. I've got the shutter speeds, and the shutter speed on this Olympus go up to 2000. So I've got the shutter speed here, and as I adjust the aperture, it tells me what shutter speed I would actually need. Here it's saying I've got 4, because it's quite dark, a quarter of a second I've got here. Right. And basically, if I'm on automatic, that's aperture priority, I set the aperture and the camera will automatically tell me what shutter speeds I am on. I then take the photograph, and you can hear actually that is think that was a second. I'm just looking. Yeah, that was more than a second, and you could hear that. If I wind on, you can hear that again. There we are. And as I said, we have a flash connect there. We have quite a sophisticated flash system. It's a really nice camera. I was really pleased how well it was to actually use. It just fits in the lens. It fits in the hand beautifully. Let's see what the shots were like when I actually used it. For today's shoot, I went up to Maiden Castle, which is an Iron Age hill fort on the edge of Dorchester. It's an enormous man-made structure from shore. It's a hill fort, and you get good views over the town of Dorchester. I'm using for my normal former film 100, and it's developed in ID 11. The camera, I thought, performed very well. When I was just playing about with the camera before taking it out, I wasn't sure how correct the metering was, and these are well known to have good metering, and I must say it was absolutely, I think, on the whole, spot on. The lens, I forgot to mention in the actual video, isn't actually an Olympus lens. I think it's a Tognini lens, zoom lens, so 35 to 70, and on the whole I wasn't using that lens. I was using a Sigma Olympus Fit 28mm lens, which actually I really liked on the camera. I thought it performed quite well. The whole user experience on the camera was highly positive. It is a nice camera to use, and it's a camera I would highly recommend. They are not quite as sought out of as the OM3, but if you find a good one, I would thoroughly recommend it. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.